Find the percentage of a total in Excel. Let's say that you answered 42 questions out of 50 correctly on a test. What is the percentage of correct answers? Click any blank cell. Type 42 on 50, and then press Return. The result is 0.84. Select the cell that contains the result from Step 2. On the Home tab, click Percent Style button. The result is 84%, which is the percentage of correct answers on the test. You will be able to find out the exact number of years that passed from a date of birth until now. The most suitable function to calculate age in Excel is the function DateDiff. Before you use the function, make sure the data table is formatted properly. The cells with dates must be formatted as date, and the cells to display the calculated age need to be formatted as number. Select the cell to display the result. Enter the equal sign, and right after type in DateDiff. Now we need to enter 3 details. The first one is date of birth. So click in the cell B3, then add a comma. And Excel now needs today's date. This can be easily entered as today function. Type in today, and carry on by adding the opening and the closing bracket. This command will ensure that Excel will always use the current date for its calculations. Move on to the next step, add another comma, and carry on typing Y in quotation marks for years. To find out the exact number of the completed years that passed between the date of birth and today's date, now just close the brackets and hit enter. The function can now be used to calculate age in the other rows. To simply copy the formula from the first cell by dragging down the bottom left corner of that cell. Now each cell contains the calculated age as the number of completed years that passed between the date of birth. Find the percentage of decrease between two numbers. Let's say that your earnings are $2,500 in December and $2,425 in January. What is the percentage of change in your earnings between these 2 months? You can calculate the difference by subtracting your new earnings from your original earnings, and then dividing the result by your original earnings. Calculate the percentage of decrease. 1. Click any blank cell. 2. Type equals open bracket, 2,425 minus 2,500. Close bracket, /2,500, and then press enter. The result is minus 0.033. Select the cell that contains the result from step 2. 4. On the Home tab, click percent. The result is minus 3%, which is the percentage of decrease in earnings. Find the percentage of increase between two numbers. Let's say that your earnings are $2,342 in November and $2,500 in December. What is the percentage of change in your earnings between these 2 months? You can calculate the difference by subtracting your new earnings from your original earnings, and then divides the result by your original earnings. Calculate the percentage of increase. 1. Click any blank cell. 2. Type equals open bracket, 2,500 minus 2,342, close bracket, /2,342. And then press enter. The result is 0.06746. 3. Select the cell that contains the result from step 2. 4. On the Home tab, click percent. The result is 6.75%, which is the percentage of increase in earnings. Combine text from two or more cells into one cell. 1. Select the cell where you want to put the combined data. 2. Type equals and select the first cell you want to combine. 3. Type and use quotation marks with a space enclosed. 4. Select the next cell you want to combine, and press Enter. Create a drop-down list in Excel. 1. In a new worksheet, type the entries you want to appear in your drop-down list. 2. Select the cell in the worksheet where you want the drop-down list. 3. Go to the Data tab on the ribbon, then Data Validation. 4. On the Settings tab, in the Allow box, click List. 5. Click in the Source box, then select your list range. 6. Press Enter and then select OK. 7. Now, your drop-down list will work. 8. Check the In Cell drop-down box. 9. Click the Input Message tab. If you want a message to pop up when the cell is clicked, check the Show Input Message When Cell is Selected box, and type a title and message in the boxes. If you don't want a message to show up, clear the checkbox. 10. Click the Error Alert tab. If you want a message to pop up when someone enters something that's not in your list, check the Show Error Alert After Invalid Data is Entered box. Pick an option from the Style box, and type a title and message. If you don't want a message to show up, clear the checkbox.
Today, I'll show you how to highlight every other row in Excel, quick and easy, no matter the size of the data table. To highlight every other row in an Excel table, we need to select the applicable area first. Then in the Home tab, we select Conditional Formatting and click on the option New Rule. A window appears where we need to click on Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Now, to highlight all the odd rows, rows 3, 5, 7, and so on, start typing the equal sign and then the formula ISOD. We want to highlight rows, so we carry on with an opening bracket, type in row. Then we insert empty brackets and the closing bracket right after that. This is the whole formula to highlight every odd row. Now we need to specify how we want to highlight the rows. So, click on Format and you will see all the possible formatting options for these rows. We just want to highlight rows, so we will go to the tab Fill and choose the color. As soon as everything has been set, click on OK twice and see the result. Every other row in the table has been highlighted according to the used settings. Highlighting rows through conditional formatting is great in a way that if you use the filter to reorganize the data in the table, every other row still remains highlighted. The highlighting does not move with the data and the table stays visually neat and clear. To highlight the even rows, select the data, go to Conditional Formatting and select Manage Rules. So now, when we want to highlight the even rows, which are rows 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on, we click on the rule. And then click on the button Edit Rule. Then we simply overwrite odd with even in the formula. The rest of the formula remains as is. Again, click on OK and then OK one more time, and that is all. Each even row in the table has now been highlighted. To remove the formatting from the table, click on Conditional Formatting, then go to Clear Rules, and select Clear Rules from Entire Sheet, which will remove the highlighting in no time at all. If you found this tutorial helpful, give us a like and hit that subscribe button and join Scholar Idea. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Insert or delete rows and columns. Insert or delete a column. 1. Select any cell within the column, then go to Home, Insert Sheet Columns or Delete Sheet Columns. 2. Alternatively, right-click the top of the column, and then select Insert or Delete. Insert or delete a row. 1. Select any cell within the row, then go to Home, Insert Sheet Rows or Delete Sheet Rows. 2. Alternatively, right-click the row number, and then select Insert or Delete. Welcome. This video tutorial is about how to lock rows or columns in Excel. Use freeze paints to lock rows or columns and keep them visible while you scroll to another part of the worksheet. Need to freeze the top row? Select View, Freeze, Panes Freeze Top Row. Need to freeze the first 2 columns? Select the third column. View Freeze Panes, Freeze Panes. Need to freeze columns and rows? Select the cell below the rows and to the right of the columns you want to keep visible. Select View, Freeze Panes, Freeze Panes. Need to unfreeze panes? Select View, Freeze Panes, Unfreeze Panes. Split text into different columns. 1. Select the cell or column that contains the text you want to split. 2. Select Data, Text to Columns. 3. In the Convert Text to Columns wizard, select Delimited, Next. 4. Select the delimiters for your data. For example, comma and space. You can see a preview of your data in the Data Preview window. 5. Select Next. 6. Select the destination in your worksheet, which is where you want the split data to appear. 7. Select Finish.